Yo, what's up, family? All right, my boys. So I'm starting this series. I don't care what nobody has to say about it. It's something I've been wanting to do for months, and I'm gonna do it. I don't give a damn what people say. I love you guys. I hope you guys can support it, but I'm gonna call it Faith Over Fibonacci, man. You know what I'm saying? This book right here, my relationship with God, changed my life, brother. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm turned off by YouTube. I'm turned off of my own audience sometimes because I sit here and I even mention the name Jesus on the video and everybody goes crazy. They try to report my video, they try to, flag me, they crucify me in the comments, but it's just like, man, I'm tired of that, bro, because I'm over here focused on that. And then I got other people that just been like, yo, Daniel, you got me getting closer to my faith, Daniel. Thank you so much for this, bro. And that's what I feel like God's been trying to, point me to do, bro. It's just ignite a fire that a lot of you guys have been letting burn down low. You know what I'm saying? So, no, hey, don't steal my quote. All right. So, again, like I said, bro, I really do believe that God is using me to, ignite a fire that a lot of you guys have been burning down low, man. You guys know me more than anybody, man. I'll never sugarcoat nothing. I do my best to speak how I feel. And since this is the introduction to what I want to do, which is Faith Over Fibonacci, on this new series where I bring faith to the charts and how you can be a better person and bring that better person to the charts. And it'll really change your life, man. I've been training for 10 years, guys. I've been doing this for 10 years, but I've never gotten to this level where I'm at right now in the charts. I mean, besides the fact that I haven't lost in weeks, I haven't lost. It's just like, bro, like I have this mentality where it's just like, man, sometimes I feel like when I'm trading, bro, I could never lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, and I did not have enough courage to come over here and make this video. I'll be real with you, man. I didn't have the courage. But yo, I mean, we all know the story about David and Goliath, right? But when I tell you, man, I get on my book and I started reading chapter, it was 1745 by Samuel, right? And this is David when he says to the Philistine. Yeah, 1745. David said to the Philistine, bro, I'm telling you, you guys don't know what aura is, man. He says to the Philistine, you come to me with a sword and with a spear and with a javelin, right? You come to me with a sword, a spear, and a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord. And that's how I really feel like my life has been a lot, man. I've been getting a lot of people just hate on me, just try to take me down from every platform. It's happened, yes. You don't see me on Instagram like that. I don't even be on TikTok, even though I do got 200K followers on there, but I don't post. I barely post on YouTube, but it's just like, bro, I've been having a lot of people for 5 years already, man, consistently just try to attack me, bro, in every way possible to extort money out of me. You pay one person one time and you're dumb forever. They will never leave you alone. I paid this one person one time and he's been there 5 years just trying to drill me for money. And I told him a year ago, I don't give a damn, bro. I lost it or whatever, man. God will take care of me. Social media was my God until the real God told me, all right, I'm going to show you who God is. Took it all away from me. Let it all, well, he didn't take nothing from me, but he let these things be stripped of me so that way I can find a way home. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really want to do, man. I hope you guys support it. Hope you guys respect it. I promise you guys, man, I won't sugarcoat nothing. Whatever I feel like talking about, I'm going to talk about it. I don't want to hide nothing from you guys, man. This is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want that loud, crazy, get the bundle Daniel Savage, I'm sorry. You got to go 5 years back in the YouTube comments, in the YouTube section. That's not me anymore, man. I'm sorry, man. I love my God. I love my God. I love my life. I love my family. And I love my relationship, man. And I love the fruit that it carries. And I love what I attract being who I am now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a cheat code because it's like I don't gotta go out there and find opportunities no more. I don't gotta work for nothing. I just do what I do, man. God provides for me, man. He really does make a way. These doors, they open up in my life, man. And that's what I want to talk about today, man. I want to talk about consistency, bro. With small accounts, man, you can't just sit there and build consistency on a 200K challenge, bro. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the truth. You can't sit there by a challenge because your favorite promoter, your favorite performer, or your favorite trader, how you guys like to call it, they went out there and started promoting their company for a 200K challenge so you can get 50% off, 100% off, 20 million% off, and you're going to build consistency with that. You should not be buying no challenge or no funded accounts if you are not consistent, period, in your strategy. Being consistent in your game plan, being consistent in your trading strategy, and being a consistent trader are completely different things. Don't get me wrong, but you need to be consistent somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And if you can't be consistent in your plan, you will never be consistent with the profits, right? Let's be real. A lot of you guys have no faith. You know what I'm saying? You sit there, I don't have no faith. I don't believe in God. You don't need to believe in God to have faith. And whether you believe in God or not, you believe in something. You know what I'm saying? That's what something, faith, man. Have a little faith. Have a little faith, man. A lot of you guys put the wrong faith in the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? You put faith in yourself that you could do it. You put faith in yourself that you could be successful here. Brother, why would you put faith in you? You've never done it before. You've never been consistent. You've never been profitable. Why would you put your faith in a failure? I'm sorry, I gotta say how it is, right? You're putting faith in a failure. So what do? You continue to fail. That's just what it is, man. That's just the truth. You know, my God has never lost a battle. He has never lost. He has never been defeated. So you know what? I'm gonna put my faith in that. I'm gonna put my faith in this book, man. You guys want to read Think and Grow Rich like Poor Man Stephen, and you know you want to read the weirdest books, man. But why don't you want to read a book on wisdom? You guys, we're in an industry where you make the stupidest mistakes, the stupidest decisions, and they literally backtrack you. Your whole journey is based on stupid decisions because you have no wisdom. Imagine having enough wisdom to be like, yo, I don't want to take this trade. It's not for me. Imagine, where do you find that wisdom, bro? Not in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. No, bro, you find it in the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys really need to pick up your Bible, man, and carry your cross for real. I'm not making this series to convert you into a Christian. Nah, man, I got friends that are Buddhists. I got friends that are Indian. Amon's my best friend. He's a freaking Muslim. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't believe Jesus is his Lord and Savior. I do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to point anybody to like salvation in a way like, hey, man, if you don't find Christ, you're never going to be successful. That's not me, man. That's not me. That's not me, man. I just want to be a reflection of what God has done in my life. I don't want to stay quiet anymore. And I want to do what I want to do. And I want to do what I love, man. And this is what I've been trying to do for the longest, bro. I've been wanting to do that. You know, this is where I feel like I can be honest. This is where I feel like I can speak and where I can be consistent, bro, because this is something that I've been letting down for a minute, bro. But nah, man, you know what? Enough is enough, man. Again, I was trying to find the courage, bro. I was sitting here trying to find the courage on how to make this video. And it's just like, how do I make this video on how I want to start this series? You know, I want to bring charts in Christ. You know, I had this crazy freaking just experience yesterday reading my Bible that I haven't had in a long time, bro. You know, and before I get into it, let me just do a little quick breakdown, man. I'm telling you, I haven't lost a trade in freaking weeks, bro. And it's just like every trade that I'm taking is just a win. I don't lose. I have not lost in weeks, but bro, it's just like, I'm gonna get into that right now. Right, so I got this channel. I'm just really quick breakdown, bro. I got this beautiful freaking channel, man. We got to the resistance. There you go. I got exhaustion. I got resistance. I gotta wait for what? This right here. What is this? A low. A low is broken. We took out all these lows. This is everything in trading, man. You got to wait for market structure. You know, we waited. I waited. Boom. Took this trade with my team, man. I got a $7 Discord if you guys want to be in that. It's pretty awesome. I call signals in there, right? And we got a community chat. It's pretty lit. But listen, man, enough of that. So got this low, man. I was like, yeah, I'm bearish. I got to wait for a pullback. Boom. Got in on the pullback. Took this 50 pip drop. Banger. Banger. I'm telling you, man, I have not lost, man. I have not lost. So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to find the courage, bro. I'm sitting here trying to find the courage. How am I going to go on YouTube and I'm going to talk about this, man? You know what I'm saying? Every single time I mention the word Jesus, I get crucified and I'm not strong enough, man. You know, and it's just like, man, I said that. I'm like, yo, let me read a little bit of David and Goliath, man. And bro, you don't even have to be a Christian to know the story about David and Goliath, my brother. But you know that a scrawny little kid, you know, was blessed by God and took down a giant. But that's the thing, man. I'm over here reading this, and it's just like everybody's always talking about David, who he was favored by God. He was anointed by God, and he had 5 stones and with a slingshot because God covered him. And, you know, he beat Goliath because God did. You know, that's what I grew up knowing my whole life, even like understanding. Like that's what I was taught. You know, people always talk about the slingshot and that how God had his back, but God was just telling me yesterday. He was like, yo, straight up, chat. I'm being real with you guys, right? I'm being real with you. God was telling me, man, I'm not talking about the slingshot, Daniel. I'm trying to show you, man. David beat Goliath. David took Goliath down because of his faith. Because of his faith in me. David knew who he had right next to him. And I'm just like, damn. Yo, this is, you know what? Y'all ever read your Bible and it's just like, what am I reading, bro? That happens to me all the damn time, bro. I don't even know what I'm reading. And it's be like, what does this have to do with me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm depressed. I'm failing here. Like what does this have to do with me? You know what I mean? So like those are moments that I have. But like yesterday, my Bible was reading me, man. And my God was just telling me straight up, bro. He's just like, man, David didn't take down Goliath because I gave him a slingshot. No, man, he took down Goliath because he had faith in me. You know, and that's something that a lot of you guys need to start working on, man. You need to put your faith somewhere, man. And I'm sorry, bro, but the greatest book of wisdom here says there is only one place you can place your faith where you cannot lose, my brother. And you know, I sit there and I'm reading this, and it's 1745, and it's, you know, David says to the Philistine, man, you come to me with a sword, a spear, and a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord. Man, you don't know what art is, man, until you pick up this Bible, man. I'm telling you, bro. You know, and it's just like I'm sitting there, and it's just like, nah, bro. There ain't no way, bro. On paper, man, there's no way David's gonna beat this Goliath, man. But my God, let me know, man. Heaven don't fight battles on paper. And it's just like, damn, crazy, right? So I needed some courage. I needed something to talk about, man. That's what I wanted to talk about, man. You know, you sit here and you want to build consistency in your life on these big accounts. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. You got to start small. And I've been doing that with the people in my Discord, man, with my people. I'm not even going to put the Discord link in here, because then you guys are going to be like, oh no, you're trying to sell a Discord. I'm not even going to put the link in here. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to find it somewhere. You know, but what I'm telling you, man, is I've been doing that with people, just trying to build consistency with them. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, we're getting 30% here and there, but I mean, we're risking $30, $40, $25, and we're making $50, $60, $70. You know what I mean? Is that what trading is not about? Where you risk $100 to make $300? You know, when you go on a 100K funded account, you risk $500 to make $1,000. You know, sometimes you got to look beyond the percentages, man, and you got to look about the money management. You know, because if you can manage your money, then brother, the percent doesn't really freaking matter. It doesn't matter. You know, we sit here and we live in an industry where it's just like, oh, we just make 2-3%. That's it. Brother, if it was that easy, then why is Goldman Sachs only promising 2-3% a year on anybody's investment? You know, it's a money management, my brother. We need to work on money management, right? So if you're going to build your consistency, you got to start with small accounts. You got to start with small accounts, because those losses, they won't hurt that much, man. And a lot of you guys are letting these losses really, really hurt you, man. And it really does start to make a pretty ugly pattern in your life. You know what I'm saying? Just, bro, I'm telling you, man. At the end of the day, I didn't think I could come back on YouTube and ever do a video after going broke. You know what I'm saying? But I've been broke 4 or 5 different times, bro. I don't give a damn, man. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And I'm happy with it, man. God's going to bless it. You feel me? I provide for a family. And the thing is, what's crazy is I don't make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month like I used to, because I was selling courses and signals and mentorships. And you know what I'm saying? And I had some crazy deal. But you know what, man? I'm happy that I don't want to talk about how much money I'm making, but I'm happy that I don't have to work a job. I'm happy that I get to provide for a family, raise my daughter, be a full-time dad, full-time trader, full-time educator, full-time mentor. I'm happy for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? God blesses me, man. He does really bless me. I could be out there looking for a job. I could be out there doing this. I could be out there doing that. But no, man, God has made a way for me, brother. I don't want to talk about money. All I can say is I don't make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month like I used to. But you know what, man? God does take care of me, my brother. He does take care of me. And how I'm at right now, I don't have to look for a job. I can fully focus on doing what I want to do. And again, man, I just want to be a reflection of what God has done in my life, man, and what he can do in your life too. You know, this is faith over Fibonacci, my brothers. And that's what it is, man. Welcome to the series, my boys.